My first mammogram was when I was 39 years old, and it came back with an abnormal result. So I was recommended to have a biopsy done. So I had that done, and it showed that I had atypical ductal hyperplasia. It's atypical cells. But at that point, they didn't feel like it was much of it wasn't going to turn into anything, and they got all the cells out. I had pushed to have prophylactic mastectomies, but my surgeon felt that because I had no family history to speak of and I had no other risk factors, that insurance would not cover it. I get a little bit emotional talking about it. He did say, he said if you come back a third time, that he would turn things into insurance, and we would try to move forward with that. And Dr. Shakir called a few days later and asked that my husband, that I bring someone with me. So I knew the result wasn't what I wanted it to be. He sat down beside me and he held my hand. And he said, "You do have cancer." He was so caring, and he had the best bedside manner. I couldn't imagine being told those words by anyone other than him. When I was a senior in high school, my mom passed away that fall. And it was not from cancer. She had been, at that time they referred to it as juvenile diabetes. And she had suffered with that from the age of 7, and was very close to my mom. So I know what it's like to go into adulthood and not have your mom there, not have her there when you have your children. And I remember talking to my husband before the appointment and telling him, I want to have chemo. I want to do everything that I can, so that it doesn't come back or reoccur. It really makes you reevaluate your life. And it really makes you look at what are the most important things. I've always been a Christian, but I didn't always attend church growing up and as a young adult, and it really made me focus and become much more spiritual. God is my guide. Yeah, He's my light. My husband has been a rock through this, and I don't know what I would do without him. My children are awesome. They would come and get me and take me to appointments. They kept me going. They're my motivation. I love my family more than anything. And I ended up with another grandson. It was actually, I think, after my last major chemo, my daughter announced that she was having another baby. Getting a cancer diagnosis, and it may not be this way with everyone, but with me it was really a big blow to my confidence. I've been healthy, I've lived a healthy lifestyle, I try to eat right, I try to do the right things, but what happened? I don't have any control over this. And most other things in your life, you kind of feel like at least you have a little bit of control, but you have no control over this. And cancer does not discriminate. And the nurses, they gave me confidence. They gave me my confidence back, and they did give me hope. And I'll forever be grateful to them, every one of them.